Hello, everyone. I am Melissa Forziat of Take the Doughnut. I'm a keynote speaker, and from time to time, after I do my Take the Doughnut interviews, I'll come on and just share a little bit about what I was thinking during a specific interview. And I had a chance to talk with Erin Rivera, who's the owner of the Frugal Frigate, a children's bookstore. And I just, talking with Erin really made me reflect on sometimes things are just right. Sometimes things are just lined up. I heard the story of sort of how her business came to be. She was in insurance, she had a job that was safe, but she wasn't happy in it, and she described herself as miserable doing it, but it was safe and it was a thing she could have done long term forever if she wanted to. And a lot of people, that's the path that they end up taking. And a fortuitous moment came along, an opportunity came along, a bookstore that she used to love as a child. It was for sale, and somebody shared that information with her, and she grabbed the opportunity. But something that really jumped out at me about her story was that there were a lot of other things aligned that made that not easy, but more possible and more viable. There was support coming from different places that was useful to her. There were, financially, things were lining up exactly the way that they needed to, not more, not less, just exactly the way that they needed to. And I've had the experience at times in my life of wanting something to work and wanting it so much that I was willing to roll a boulder uphill to make it happen. And I'm at a point in my life where I'm less inclined to do that, because sometimes it will always be that boulder uphill will always be going uphill. Sometimes that boulder doesn't turn the corner with the thing that you're trying to make it happen. And sometimes there are things that happen that do seem to come together a little bit more naturally. And I've learned to really appreciate those things. And you call it whatever you will, but sometimes there are certain things that it just seems like this is a path that you maybe should consider going down. And I love to see how the Frugal Frigate is continuing to grow and evolve for Erin. And this business is something that, creates a safe space for kids. So like, she's just talk about paying it forward and passing it down. It's just such a wonderful thing. But I am really thinking after this conversation about that feeling of rolling a boulder uphill versus having something that's sort of lining up and coming together. And when you can, try to pursue those things. That's what I try to do at this point in my life anyway. But it was such an honor to talk with Erin. I hope you get a chance to enjoy that interview if you haven't already heard it and watched it. And in the meantime, go out there, get inspiration, and get donuts. Bye, everyone.